We have breaking news. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu just said that Israel will begin Gaza ceasefire negotiations to end the war and release hostages held by Hamas. Joining us now from Tel Aviv is NBC's Matt Bradley. This comes as Hamas just accepted a ceasefire proposal from Arab negotiators. But I understand Netanyahu specifically wants this, quote, on terms acceptable to Israel. So what does all this mean?
Yeah, Chris, I mean, it's hard to know exactly. This was a pretty curious statement. It was released by video, a speech that he was making to the Gaza Brigade in the southern part of Israel, people who are fighting in the Gaza Strip. And he said two things that seem to contradict, or at least in sort of the Israeli political paradigm, really contradict with each other. He said he's proceeding with plans that were stated about a week ago to expand military operations in the Gaza Strip. This is part of a deal, or not a deal, excuse me, this is part of a plan to fully defeat Hamas, to destroy them. At the same time, he said in these same comments, a breath later, that he was going to be negotiating with Hamas, the same group that he says he's going to destroy in these expanded operations that just today started getting going in their preliminary phases. So this sort of contradiction, it looks as though he might be making kind of a nod to the street protests that have really been rocking Israel for the past several days. These people in their hundreds of thousands, many of them who know those remaining hostages in the Gaza Strip, dead or alive, they are demanding an immediate end to the conflict and the release of all of those hostages, even if it doesn't mean the full destruction of Hamas. And that is the main fissure, the main fault line on which Israeli politics really have been splitting for much of the past nearly 2 years. So these comments from Netanyahu, they aren't exactly accepting the deal that Hamas has made, that Hamas has already accepted, the one that was proposed by the Egyptians and Presidential Special Envoy Steve Witkoff. But it shows that he is going to negotiate. But it doesn't look like these negotiations are necessarily going to get far. Netanyahu and his top officials in his very right-wing cabinet have already rejected this proposal, not officially, but in word and in comments so far, saying that they will not do anything that would leave Hamas still alive and kicking. And at the same time, they sound as though they're going to be negotiating with them. So this could just be kind of a sop to the protest movement, saying we are trying negotiations, we are trying more peaceful means, and our expanded operations in the Gaza Strip, this could be a way of reassuring those families, will not put those remaining hostages in danger as we seek to free them through a negotiated deal. But it's unclear exactly what this means, because it is just such a strange comment, putting both of these, destroying Hamas, expanding the operations in Gaza, and negotiating some sort of ceasefire. They've been coupled together in a way that's kind of hard to understand.
Matt Bradley, thank you.